On this video, I am continuing the Greek grammatical analysis of the book of Revelation. And we've worked our way up to chapter 14, 1 to 5. And so it reads, Kai Edan, Kai Edu ta arnian, Hestas, Epitas orastion, Kai met autu, Hekatan tesserak kanta tesseres Kiliades ekusai ta anima autu, kai ta anima tu patras autu, gegramenon epiton metopon auton. And I saw. Adon is from charao, the aorist indicative active first person singular. And behold, kai edu ta arnian Esas, and behold a lamb standing upon Mount Zion, kai met autu hekatan tesserakanta, and with him 144,000 ekusai, having his name and the name of his father written upon their foreheads. Ekusai is the participle from echo, the aorist participle, the nominative feminine singular from echo, having his name, or nominative plural, I should say, from echo. And the name of his father, Gegramenon, having been written upon their foreheads. Gegramenon is from grapho. It is the perfect passive participle, accusative singular from grapho. So having the name of his father written upon their foreheads. Kaekusa, and what's interesting here, I believe, the 144,000 are seen rescued and brought in to the presence of the Lord. And Mount Zion here being a symbol of God's presence, and I think in eternity. It's interesting, the 144,000, as we suggested, look at the believers in Christ, the Israel of God, who comes through this world and the trials and everything that is happening. And this would be an encouragement to the Roman Christians and to Christians of all ages. Kaekusa phonein ek tu uranu, chos phonein hudaton palon, kai chos phonein brantes megales, kai he phone chen ekusa, hos katharodon, katharizanton, in tais katharas or ketharais alton. That is, and I heard the sound or voice in heaven. Ekusa is from akuo, aorist indicative active first person singular. So I heard a voice out of heaven as the voice of many waters, hudaton. In other words, like a tumultuous voice. And as the voice of a great thunder, hos phonein brantes megales, and the voice which I heard, kai he phone hen ekusa, another aorist indicative active first person singular from aku, was as harpists playing upon their harps. Katharodon was as of harpists, katharizanton, playing in their harps. Katharizo is the root here, the present participle, the genitive plural from katharizo. So I heard harpists playing on their harps, and they sing a new song. Kai adusin hos odain kainain, enopion tu thoranu, kai enopion ton tessaron zoon, kai ton presbyteron, kai udes edunata mathain, tain odain, eme hai hekatan tesserakanta tesseres kiliades hoi agorasmenoi apa tes gays. So they sing a new song. Adusin is from ado, the present indicative active, third person plural. Sing a new song before the throne and before the four living creatures and the elders. And no one was able, adunata, no one was able, mathain, to learn the song. Mathain is your aorist active infinitive from Manthano, to learn the song except the 104,000 hekanta, tesserakanta, tesseres, kiliades, who have been redeemed from the earth. Agorasmenoi apa tes gays. Agorasmenoi is your perfect passive participle nominative masculine plural or nominative plural from agorazo. So only those who have been redeemed from the earth. So we're talking about the 144,000 as redeemed believers who know that song, that new song of salvation and deliverance. And really, believers know that song because they've experienced deliverance in Christ. And I think this is the point that John is making. And then hutoi esin hoi metagunakon uk emalunte san parthenoi gar esin. Hutoi hoi akaluthuntes to arneo hapu an hupage. Hutois. Egoraste san apaton anthropon aparke to sao kai to arneo. These are the ones who have not defiled themselves or who were not defiled with women. Emaluthe son is your aorist indicative passive third person plural from maluno. And the idea of being defiled with women is talking about idolatry. It's a similar, I think, kind of symbolic language used in the Hebrew scriptures. And parthenoi, for they are virgins, meaning they've kept themselves pure for the Lord, and they haven't engaged in emperor worship or anything like that. Hoi akaluthuntes to arneo, who follow the Lamb wherever he goes. Akaluthuntes is from akalutha, from akaluntheo. That is, akalutheo, I should say. They follow the Lamb wherever he should go. Hupage is your present subjunctive third person singular from hupago. And for these, hutoi agorastes, these were redeemed from men, the first fruits, to God and to the Lamb. Agorastes son is from agorazo, the aorist indicative passive third person plural from agorazo. So these were redeemed, the first fruits of men, to God and to the Lamb. In other words, those that follow the Lamb become the best first fruits, and they're redeemed by the Lord. And this is an encouragement to John's audience to keep on with Christ, and to believers through all time, including today. Kaiento stamati auton uk cherethe pseudas amomoi asin. And in their mouth was not found a lie, for they are blameless. In other words, they did not utter the name of the emperor as God, which was found in their mouth. And they did not do that. And this is true of people through all time, who will not defile their mouth with idolatry and deifying anyone but the Lord. And so with their mouth, a lie was not found. This is from Curisco, aorist indicative passive, third person singular, for they are blameless. So this is a beautiful assurance that the redeemed, seen in the 144,000, are now standing in eternity with the Lamb. And that would be true of all believers. We could say the spiritual Israel, so to speak, of those who name Christ and worship him and no one else. And that's a challenge to us today, to be faithful to that calling. And the destiny is that someday we will be singing with the Lord, that eternal Mount Zion.